So today we went up to the Chequamegon National Forest in north central Wisconsin. We went with Dustin and Kenton from Rewild University to find and follow some elk to see if we could find where they were hiding out and if we could follow their trail. This idea was given to us by Kersey and Lee when they were in town just a couple weeks ago for our trailing workshop. They said that following a larger animal might give us some insight into the movement and patterns of deer. It was a great day, a great adventure, and we learned a ton about elk. Thank you to everyone who came along and was a part of this day.
All right, check this out. That's an elk track. That's an elk track. That's an elk track. We've got a whole trail here where we're following this elk through this little pine grove. We've got a bit of a clearing in front of us and then some dense pines, which I'm guessing is where this elk is headed. There's an elk track. There's an elk track. You can see there's some deer on this trail too. Let me see if I can find another good solid elk track for you, and we'll stop and take a look. All right. I found a nice one. You can see it's got a little bit of last night's snow in it. But not only are they bigger than deer, but the front isn't as pointed and they're straighter. They're less round on the sides.
This is a deer track. Note the pointed toe, the rounded sides, and the shape of the back.
So the elk, while it looks pretty much like a big deer track, there are differences. You can see how the toes go down and create that point in the bottom of the track, much like you would expect a deer to do. But this is very clearly an elk. Plus, you can see we're still very much on his trail. All right, I'm gonna see if I can show you for a second how, right this very second, much fun we're having following this trail. So you can see elk track, elk track. Let's just go for a walk. Elk track, elk track, elk track. Here's our animal. He or she, at this point in time, I'm inclined to think he is just strolling through the woods. He doesn't care. Track, 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 track. We now believe this trail is a couple days old. It's got snow in the tracks from last night. The edges of the tracks are a little melted, a little windworn. But you can see that this animal is just walking through the woods. Not a care in the world.
But check this out, you guys. Finding the same thing I have.
Here is a hare that Kenton found that we're guessing is from an elk.
Is it hollow? Yeah.
This is a scrape we found.
Stripped off foot. Stripped off foot.
That, let's see, I think Dustin's probably close to the same height that I am.
Oh yeah, it's about 6 foot tall.
So this is like a 6 foot tall scrape. There's debris all over the ground. And look, elk tracks everywhere.
The length of those.
This is an elk rub.
These elk are not native to Wisconsin. They were imported by the DNR for hunting and tourism purposes. The herd is up to around 120 animals now, and they seem to be making their homes here quite nicely. I really enjoyed this day. I really enjoyed learning about these elk, and I learned a ton. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something from it. Thank you very much. See you next time.